today I'm doing a makeup tutorial for brown eyes. Brown eyes is so easy. You can wear anything and pull it off if you have brown eyes. You can wear blue, purple, green, browns, anything will work if you have brown eyes. This is what I came up with. It's just a very bronzy gold, gunmetal-y black kind of smoky eye. It's really pretty. And I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to know how to recreate this look, then keep watching.
I'm using NYX's eyeshadow base in Skin Tone to prime my eyelids all the way from lid to brow and the lower lash line as well. It's going to help your shadows stay in place throughout the day, and the colours that we're going to be using, they will be much more vibrant and pigmented as well. Now I'm going to be using the Naked palette. I'm using this palette throughout this tutorial. And I'm going to mix the colours Half Baked and Smog. It's a gold and a brown. I'm going to mix them together on a flat shaded brush that came with the Naked palette. And I'm going to apply this in the inner half of my top lid, and also blend it up into a little bit in the crease as well, in the inner half of your lid and the crease as well. And then I'm going to be taking the colour called Buck in the Naked palette. It's a really nice, very nice brown. I'm taking that on a big fluffy brush. My brush looks weird because I washed them last night, so they haven't gotten back into shape yet. I'm using this colour as a transition colour for my eyeshadows. You can be very messy with this because it's only a transition colour. You don't have to be precise like you do when you're doing your crease colours. Then I'm going to take the colour called Hustle in the Naked palette. It's a really nice plummy burgundy kind of shade, and taking that on a crease stone brush. And I'm going to start off first applying this only to my outer lid, and once I'm happy with the intensity that's on my outer lid, I'm going to take it into the outer crease. So don't just put it directly into the crease, do the outer lid first, then do the outer crease. Once you're happy with that, with whatever's left over on your brush, then sweep that into your crease, but not all the way to the inner corner, because we want the inner corner of our eye to be very bright and gold, and the outer corners you want it to be very darkened. So once again, start off with your outer lid. Once you're happy with the intensity of that, take it to the outer crease, and then with whatever's left on your brush, push that into your crease just a little bit. And then I'm taking that big fluffy brush again with no additional product and just blending the crease colour so there's no harsh lines. Then I'm taking the colour called Creep from the Naked palette. It's a nice gunmetal black shade. I'm taking that on another flat shader brush, and I'm going to start off just applying this to the very outer corner of my lid and crease, just to deepen up the look. If you don't want it to be so dramatic, skip this step, but I kind of like that dramatic look, so that's what I'm doing. Then I'm taking the crease brush again with no additional product and just blending in between the two shadows just once again so there's no harsh lines and everything is very blended in. Then I'm taking the colour called Virgin from this palette. I'm taking that on a angled brush, and I'm going to start off first applying this right underneath the arch of my eyebrow, and then I'm going to blend it into the outer corner and the inner corner of my eyeshadow, so it's not just a strict highlight. You want everything to be very blended in and very blown out. Then I'm using the lid shade again just to pop it back on in case we lost any intensity from that while we were blending any of the other shadows. Then I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Liner. The colour I'm using is black, and I'm using that on an angled brush. And I'm going to start off applying my eyeliner. As always, I do the outer corner first, inner corner, then I join them up, and then I take the outer tail. And once I've done a nice thin outer tail, I just join up that outer tail with the rest of the eyeliner and fill that line in, and then do a nice thick like wing at the end. Then I'm just using my fingers to wipe away any fallout, and I'm using the Garnier BB cream that has oil control in it, so it's mattifying. I love this. I got it just yesterday, and I'm going to start using this on an everyday basis now. I'm using that on a paintbrush foundation type brush. I'm using this instead of my Kabuki brush because with the BB cream I find this gives me a better finish and coverage than the Kabuki brush. I know this looks scary when I first put it on. It looks like I'm a vampire, but once I blend it down to my neck and once I have like my bronzer and my blush and everything like that on, I promise you that it is my same skin tone. My mum actually didn't even notice that I was using this BB cream. She still thought it was my L'Oreal True Match foundation, so I swear to you this is the right shade for me. They only had light and medium, and the one I'm using is light. The medium was a little bit too dark for me, and I would rather use a light tone, so once I put on my powders and my bronzer and everything like that, it will all come together and be my right skin tone. So I'm just applying that, and it's very lightweight and it doesn't have a smell or anything to it. And I'm blending it into my ears, my jawline, and also down my neck. So now you can see that it does match me perfectly. Then I'm using the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer and Highlighter Duo. I'm going to use the highlighter first. I'm going to apply that underneath my under eye area. I'm sorry. Then I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. Don't push it into your lash line because you're not trying to conceal anything. That's what the concealer is there for. This is just to highlight your face so you don't look very tired. Then I'm using the concealer side to this duo, and I'm going to use my fingers again to blend this in. Now this you want to push into your lower lash line because it's going to help conceal any dark circles under your eyes, redness, or any bags that you may have under your eyes. Then I'm using the Maybelline Dream Matte powder. The color I'm using is medium, and I'm taking that on a big fluffy powder brush. And I'm going to use this to set the BB cream and the highlighter, whatever we have on our face at the moment. And I haven't noticed, I've been wearing it for a couple of hours now, and I haven't noticed that I'm getting oily or anything like that because this BB cream does have oil control in it, which I'm very happy about. Then I'm using the e.l.f. Au Naturel palette, and I'm taking a small little angled brush, and I'm going to be taking this rich, warm-toned reddish brown eyeshadow from that, and I'm using that in that brush to fill in my eyebrows. It's a old technique that I used to use, but I'm back into using it and I love it. I can see why I used to use it now. Then I'm using the Rimmel Scandaleyes Eye Kohl. The color I'm using is black, and I'm going to use this to line my waterline. So when you pull your eye down a little bit, that little flap of skin is where you want to put this. Then I'm taking that angled brush again with no additional product and just blending out and smudging out that lower lash line. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to go in with another eyeshadow and another brush later anyway. So I mixed the Mega Plush mascara from Maybelline and the Falsies mascara from Maybelline. I put 2 coats of the Mega Plush on my top lashes, 1 coat of the Falsies on my top lashes, and just 1 coat of the Mega Plush on my bottom lashes. Then I'm using the W7 bronzer. It's just called The Bronzer, and I'm using that on a small powder contouring brush. I got this just yesterday along with the BB cream. This is such a close dupe to the Models Prefer bronzer I use, and this one is only $5 and the other one is $10, and it works just as well. The pigmentation is great. It doesn't oxidize that I've noticed yet, and it's amazing. It's pretty much the same color. It doesn't have shimmer. It's very soft pigmentation. So I'm just going to contour with it and then warm up my temples and the outer parts of my forehead just as I typically would anyway. Then I'm using this Chameleon 12 color blusher palette. It's very, very inexpensive, and I'm going to take a really nice dark rosy pink blush on an angled blush brush. When I first put this on, it looks scary, but I'm going to blend it in. I used to use this blush a lot, and it's just so fluorescent. It looks amazing. I'm going to start just by feathering it onto my apples of my cheeks and then blending it into my hairline and my temples so I look a little bit more natural. Then I'm going to use the Revlon Mineral Finishing Powder. The color I'm using is called 010. I'm taking that on another small powder brush. I'm using this to highlight the bridge of my nose, my chin, the inner parts of my forehead. I'm also going to put majority of it on my cheekbones and blend that into my temples as well. And then I'm taking a little bit on my finger and just applying that on my Cupid's bow. Now I'm mixing the NYX Lip Gloss and Sugar Pie and the Rimmel Lip Lacquer Apocalypse Lip Lacquer in Nude Eclipse. I'm mixing them together for my lip combo. I've been doing this over the last month, and that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!